Hi everyone, my name is Angela and I am a hobby reseller on a variety of online platforms. And I thought I would share my journey about learning how to sell online. I've only been doing it for about 9 months now, and believe me, there have been plenty of lessons learned, but I am passionate about learning new things. In fact, this is my very first YouTube video ever. And so not only am I super nervous, but I bet this is super awkward at the same time for you as well. So let's do this together. I thought it might be useful for you if you're thinking about getting into reselling, or if you're just starting, or if you're just interested in hearing about what is selling on eBay at the moment or online. I would share my sales from the last week. This should be a fairly short video because I have been away in Panama. We just returned last night. So at the end of this video, I'd also like to share with you some of the really unique and special items we were able to pick up in Panama. And those items will be available on eBay sometime in the very near future. But we'll start with what has sold and we'll go from there. So the very first item that sold is this Ravensburger puzzle. This is an item that was at our home and we have enjoyed building it. We know that all the pieces are here, and I have learned that Ravensburger is a really great brand of puzzle to sell. It sells quite well. And the other thing that I have learned is that Christmas sells all year round on eBay, so you don't have to wait until the season to go ahead and list items that are Christmas related. I listed this about 8 days ago and it sold today for $12, and it is going to Georgia. The next item is this beautiful cobalt cut to clear crystal, leaded crystal trinket dish. It's got this lovely starburst on the bottom, and the cobalt blue is just so rich and it's such a beautiful color. The sticker is still in the bowl. This is made by Echt Bleichenstahl. This was acquired in Berlin when my husband and I traveled there to do the Berlin Marathon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it because of a knee injury, but my husband was running the marathon and I rented a scooter that took me all over town so I could follow him at his different mile markers. But along the way, I happened upon a flea market, which is where I was able to acquire this. In fact, I acquired this bowl, also a similar cobalt cut to clear lead crystal bowl. Again, just this one is footed, and this one is made by Nachtmann, which is also a very good brand of crystal. So this one is still available, but this one has already been sold. The nice thing about this, and just again, if you're just getting started selling on eBay, I had a little message exchange with the buyer of this bowl, who she's seeking a footed cobalt blue cut to clear bowl. And I shared with her this picture, but what she was really looking for was an item that has 3 legs on it. So I will be on the lookout for that for her. And I offered to cancel this order for her if it wasn't really something that she wanted, but she wants to move forward with this purchase. This sold for $65 and is going to Delaware. And I hope to stay in touch with her because she must have just a beautiful collection of cut to clear crystal. I can only imagine how beautiful it must look when it's all together. This is the next item that sold on eBay. This is a Chinese bud vase, and it still has its mark on the bottom that you can see there. But it is a beautiful vase, oxblood blue with gold and black etching. It features birds and various flora. It's just a really beautiful bud vase. This came from my aunt's home, who she lived in her house for, gosh, more than 40 years. And as a university professor, she was able to travel the world doing lectures and such, and she would collect just beautiful items representing the different countries that she was able to visit. And this is one of those items. So I'm super happy for the person who acquired this. It sold for $28, and that's going to Washington, D.C. The next item that sold on eBay also comes from my aunt's collection. This is from Art Replicas. It is a watercolor reprint of a 1502 painting called Young Hair by Dürer. I believe that was a Dutch artist. but this is just a sweet little rabbit. He's in a metal frame, and it's professionally framed, as you can see. It's ready to hang. So as I mentioned, my shops have been on either vacation mode. Vacation mode for Etsy, Mercari, and Poshmark means that no one can buy anything from your shop when you're on vacation mode. eBay has something called time away mode, and that means that you're away from the shop. People can still buy things, but your usual shipping and handling times don't apply. My shipping and handling on eBay is set to 1 day, but in the instance of being time away, obviously the message to the buyer is that the item won't ship until a certain date when you return. So my time away mode on eBay was set for everything to ship out tomorrow. The thing that I highly recommend if you're new is when you're in time away mode, you should still send a note to your buyers just to let them know that you received the order and confirm with them that they understand that you're in time away mode, and give them confidence on what day the item will ship. And so I did that for the items that sold on eBay. For this item, the buyer wrote me back and said, oh, that's too bad because I really wanted it for the weekend. And so I offered to cancel the sale, and she said, no, it's okay, go ahead and ship it, but it's going to be late shipping. And late shipping on eBay means that you will get it's sort of a ding on your account. And it's really important to have a healthy profile, seller profile on eBay, so that your buyers have confidence that you are a reputable seller, that you do what you say you're going to do, and that they know when they can expect their item. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I took a little break. My daughter came over with her dog, so we were hanging out for a little bit and getting caught up. So I think we left off with the eBay sales. So that's the end of eBay sales. I had one sale on Etsy, and that is this license plate. This license plate is really important to me because it was on my dad's El Camino that he bought in 1976, and it was a limited edition El Camino. My dad was in the Army, and so he had United States Armed Forces retired on his license plate, and he served in both the Korean conflict and the Vietnam War. So really proud of my dad and his contribution to serving our country. And he was my dad, and he was a great man. So in Illinois, you have a license plate that goes on the front and on the back. So I am willing to let this go. Hopefully it's going to a veteran. It is going to Texas, but I do hope that it's going to a veteran also, but I am keeping the other one for myself. So anyway, that one is going out. It was $49 because it was a very special edition of a license plate. I do like license plates, which will take me right into the treasures we found in Panama. So in Panama, I found these license plates. There's one that has a gray colorway, and this one has the Panama Canal emblem on there. And this one that is orange, which I thought was really beautiful. I love the orange and black contrast, from 2012. And then there's this one in blue, which I also really love, this aqua blue color. So these are Panamanian license plates that will go up on eBay and maybe some other platforms. I do cross-listing, which we can talk about another time, about the best way to manage that so you don't get yourself into trouble as a new reseller. So those are the license plates that I picked up in Panama, but the real treasures from Panama include things like this that were made by the indigenous people. These are from the Imbara people. We went to visit their community. We just had such a great time getting to know the Imbara people and getting to know some things about their culture and what they find important in their traditions and ways of living. And one of the things about the Imbara people are that they are very industrious, and so they have created ways to make money for their community. One of the things that I learned there, different from the Peruvian communities that we'd visited in the past, the Imbara people, when each family makes their own artisan crafts. And so when you make purchases of their crafts, the money stays within the family. And that is contrasted with the communities that we visited in Peru in the past, where anything that you purchased from their artisan crafts would go to the entire community and then divided out amongst the different families. So that was a little bit of an interesting differentiator for the communities there in Panama. So that was from the Imbara people. And then we also visited a community of the Hakuna people. So the Hakuna tribe is known for their textile artisan crafts. So this is a double layered mola. I think I've also heard people pronounce it mula, but it's spelled M-O-L-A. But there are these vibrant colors and these beautiful designs, and oftentimes they'll tell a story, and they are all hand done, handcrafted, double layer, and embroidered and hand sewn. And I just love the different colors that they come in. Look at this one, beautiful. I think these are pineapples, pineapple and papaya. It was pineapple and papaya season when I was there, so I saw those, and I really wanted to get that. My eye is also really drawn just to abstract design, so I loved this one as well. I love the vibrant pink color, and just this reminds me very much of the jungle. I don't know why, because I've never seen a pink jungle before, but maybe all the different pathways and different ways of going. But again, it's very abstract, but I love it. Here's another one of some flora. Really beautiful. You can see the back is hand stitched. That's the back of this one. Here's another one with palm trees on it. I like that the palm trees show a little bit of motion in the center. And there's the back of it. Here is a beautiful toucan. This one is already posted on eBay. There's the back of that one. And we did see toucan in the wild, which was amazing. I had never seen a toucan, and they are very interesting looking birds. I mean, they almost don't look real, but with that giant beak and the tiny little body, it's amazing that they don't just fall head first all the time. Here's another, these are two separate pieces, but I really like that one. So that will be available soon. I love the colors in this one, the green one on top, and then what I think these are flamingo on the pink one. There is a pink flamingo one that is already posted on eBay. I like this one a lot for the color and also for the size, because it's a little bit smaller than the others. And I'm thinking about maybe putting this one on the back of a vintage jean jacket. I think that would just be really special. Here's another one with a really beautiful colorway and abstract design. And there's this one. There's no end to the creativity and the colors and just the beauty that can be made from just fabric. It's really impressive. I love this one too. I love the contrast of that indigo blue and the white. These look to me like 4 butterflies in an abstract pattern. We also saw, we went to a butterfly house there. The colors in Panama are just, it's not possible to reproduce them. So they're here in my brain, but I wish I could mix it up in paint and just put it all over a canvas, but I just don't think it's possible. So anyway, thanks for keeping me company and tolerating my novice approach to this YouTube post, my very first one ever. If you happen to find it amusing in any way because I'm making a fool of myself, or if you found anything at all entertaining or anything that will help you on your journey to selling things online, whether it's eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, Mercari, I hope you'll tune in about a week. You'll see another video from me. We'll try to make it a little bit less choppy, and who knows, maybe one of these days I'll be less awkward. But for today, signing off, being awkward, and thanking you for spending this time with me. See you later.